Can we start?
I was like, guys, get in here, please.
Again? Okay, look. Can we start, please? Welcome, fucking yo. What's good?
We're in South Florida. You gotta open it with a yer.
Yeah. What's fucking good? Welcome to Eavesdrop, the best conversation you'll ever listen in on. I'm the hostess with the mostest, Esper.
I'm your boy Nuvo.
I'm Chris. You're
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a lot of different topics. South Florida's reopening. We're going to talk about how we feel about that. We're going to touch on social media activism. We're going to take a little break, get into a game of song association. Then we're going to touch on the music industry, how we feel about industry plants, and close it off with a discussion on polyamory.
So we got that diverse portfolio for y'all.
diversification.
Yeah, we got all that shit.
Feel that.
So let's just first get into it. It's still fucking quarantine. We're supposed to be quarantined.
Yeah,
supposedly.
So
Phase 2, bro. We might as well be phase 5 because ain't no one giving a fuck out here.
I'm
dog.
saying, bro.
We're
like,
honestly in like phase 1.2. Honestly, this is like
quote unquote, bro. Quote unquote, bro. Because
we're at a pit stop right now.
I don't know. I feel like it's really gotten to this point where people like just don't give a shit anymore.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Like, so we're in phase open. That's the fucking phase. We're in phase open, bro. But yeah, what have y'all been doing like during this time?
I've been reading about investing, and honestly, if you haven't been doing anything, I feel like you've just been wasting time, given time, because government's been paying us $1,200,
Bands.
and then on top of that, the unemployment they've been giving us. So if you haven't taken them opportunities to invest your time,
that river has run dry for me for quite some time
No,
now.
facts. Same.
It's been like 3 weeks.
No, we were talking about that. Them, bro, like since I don't know what they thought, since they opened shit up, they could stop paying us. Nigga, that is not how
That's not the agenda I need.
my checks promptly.
please, bro, me my money.
I need my money, dog. Yeah.
Me, I just been like, I don't know, doing a lot of planning and being like on the move for like job hunting because I'm not trying to be on that unemployment shit no more, especially with goals in mind.
I wonder how hard it is actually for people to find a job right now.
It's a lot harder than I remember it being a long time
No,
ago.
but you've never had a job. I'm talking about people that are like, like
You've never had a job.
I mean, but I'm saying like it is probably is really hard right now.
Yeah, it's crazy because you look at an establishment and it's like, chances are they probably have all the people that they need to be running.
Yes.
So like
At the very least.
So it's like to find someone or some place that like doesn't have an essential person that they need, and then
Yeah, and especially coming out of this as things are reopening, I feel like they're not like, oh yes, now's the time where we need more
Everything's
workers. They're like,
bottleneck.
shit, boy, we're lucky we're still in business.
No, actually,
Really?
I work in a restaurant, and they were like, yo, if people didn't make the cut, so they ranked us actually, and if they didn't make the cut, bro, they ain't coming back.
Shit.
And honestly, I feel like they made the right choice because them cuts, we didn't need them, honestly. But
I've seen in restaurant like places, there's some people who's like, yo, I wish I wasn't working with you.
Oh yeah, I mean
yeah, so
that's pretty much any job.
I don't know. Some jobs are like you can't have people not carry their own weight.
Okay.
yeah,
And, like-
no, especially in the restaurant business when you're basically a family and a team.
I will say restaurants is like one of those things where if everyone is not on their shit, like
It hurts.
Oh yeah.
Like retail, like oh this nigga's not folding shirts. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's like nigga, take care of your section. Take care of your section.
Like
Whatever.
they're pretty much you just need the fucking register and the fitting room working, and everyone else can go fucking jack off. And
And business as usual.
but the restaurants, like one person's not fucking up, it's like a fucking traffic on the fucking 95. It's just like
The magic gets pulled aside.
it's just
Yeah.
it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you? What have you been doing?
Shit. What have I been doing? Working on my photo book. Shit, I'm still doing that. I got the first one done, and I still have the next one.
It was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it, so
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'll show it to you.
I want to see the hard copy. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
I
have the hard copy.
Oh, word.
Yes.
Oh,
I have the
bet.
hard copy made.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, bet.
Aside learning to play piano, I still have an online job, so that keeps me busy every now and then. And sometimes I just like took a break, and I don't know what I was doing during that time period, but I just turned my brain off.
Probably the photo book.
Yeah.
And like just being Like,
I've honestly
lonely
just
and shit.
been using this quarantine as just a period of time to actually just mentally take a break from being on top of myself all the time. And now that I'm getting back into like being high gear and being high strung and what am I doing this hour and next hour, I feel like
maybe we kind of did need this kind of like break in a sense.
yeah,
I think it's a lot of revelations in here.
Like renewed is the refreshed. I feel refreshed and like ready to jump back into that atmosphere.
Exactly.
I really do.
Yeah. I want to go back to school just to
Yo.
be around people, not so much the school aspect.
That's. I was thinking about it in the shower today, and I was like, "Damn, I have one step missing from finishing my application at FIU," and I'm just like,
So when school opens, both of you guys will be attending.
the thing is, I'm not even. I wanted to go to school before this whole thing happened, and I'm not even sure if I like just the time management. If it should be a good move for me to go to school, like on campus anymore, because I wanted the people component of it. But with all this going on, I don't think it's gonna be the same value.
Now that I think about it, are you sure your school's gonna be open at full capacity in the first place?
Definitely not full capacity.
I can't even tell you about that.
Okay.
Everything is just in the air right now.
Okay.
As everything else.
Yeah, but shit is no matter what reopening. Like places are reopening.
Yeah,
restaurants are reopening.
Businesses.
They're not doing
as long with schools.
They're not doing dine-ins, which is kind of
No, they are.
You can like sit outside.
No, you can sit in my restaurant right now.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
They don't give a fuck. They're like, nah, come in, bro.
nah.
They're like, nah.
No, we have.
Someone's like, nah, I'll eat outside. That no, get the fuck in here. Get the fuck in here.
We have precautionary measures though.
Like,
we
if
have
you
to wear a
sneeze, we
mask.
will give you a tissue.
By the way, the masks suck ass to wear.
They give it
fucking,
to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
no, they
which one?
suck.
Like the
fabric
surgical
ones?
Bro,
joints,
you can
or-
wear any of them and they'll suck to wear for 6 hours on end, bro.
Yeah.
So like when you go to the table and you take their order, like you just keep that shit on.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, that shit. And even if you like you go to the like by the Kitchener, you still have to have it on because there's so many people, right?
Yes. There's no taking that shit off.
Yeah, that's,
Even like if you go outside, like it's gotta be like some. Well, I guess not. Policy doesn't really give a fuck about human connections.
Yeah.
But like, if you're talking to people, trying to get the order, trying to like have them hear you, God.
Yeah. And it's tough because I mean we're hearing about all this stuff reopening. The beaches are definitely reopened.
I'm gonna give that a hot minute before I get back in there.
But nah, bro. Honestly,
I went yesterday.
Wasn't the water so fucking nice, bro?
No, it has that caca shit in it.
Oh, okay.
Fucking the seaweed, dog. This is seaweed.
Well, when I fucking went, the shit was fucking perfect. So
he likes his Mother Nature bald.
That bitch need to shave, though.
Right. Nah, but like aside from like beaches reopening and most restaurants at limited capacity, I feel like shit's not still really fucking like reopened.
Nah.
If you're trying to take a girl on a date, where can you fucking take her?
Are movies open?
No.
Oh,
Movies are sure as fuck.
Drive-in's open.
Drive-in. It's not that many drive-in that are nice down here in
How
Miami.
many drive-ins are there?
There's like I know
Like
like
one.
fucking swap shop.
There's one. That's it.
swap
That's
shop.
it.
Literally swap shop.
That's
And
it.
that shit is not that great. It's like, all right, come out here at night so you can't really see what it looks like.
Yes, exactly. It's just a parking lot, but not even a good parking lot.
Yo,
like, they're like, this is our shitty parking lot.
we just want you to park between these tents.
Yeah. The swap shop. It's the novelty of it. But that's what I'm. So what's really I think the difference is people are just out fucking side.
Yeah, outside.
That's the
Outside.
I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're just fucking outside now because there's not that much.
Dead
honestly,
ass.
what is fucking reopened?
I don't know. I don't know, like plumbing services. If those like businesses.
Okay.
But like, okay, if you're not going in a building after you get in the car and leave your home, or not in that order, but if you're not getting like in a building, then I don't know where the fuck you're going.
Yo, straight like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's we should just follow one of these cars one day. Like just
I think about that shit all the time. I'm just like I have a little bit of extra. I should follow one, but then. Well, then I shit. Then I think about then I think about like say that nigga like notices you following him and just stops. And he's
I'm
like,
like, nah,
what the
nigga, I
fuck
work
did
here
you
too, man. Let's go hack in,
do?
bro.
Nigga, this is my house.
But Nah.
Like, this is my Airbnb. No, it's not. It's
Nah,
not shit. Yeah.
bro.
So I don't even really know how to feel about reopening because like we said, what the fuck is
The-
open?
So segment one.
It strikes me that like we're so shocked about returning to normalcy. Like getting back to normal is like
if you look at the fucking numbers, bro, like we should not.
Well,
yeah, Florida is one.
no, okay,
up
okay.
there with
Those
spiking.
numbers, no, okay. So there's a lot of cases, yes, but deaths, no.
Yeah, coronavirus has never been like a deadly.
Nah, it's always been 97 fucking % survival rate. Like,
yeah.
the shit's
Yeah,
weak.
but like when you look at it, I was reading an article the other day. It said we were in $26 trillion in debt, like in like America.
Like, is that new debt? Because I know we.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
No,
been-
no, no, no,
we've
no, no,
been
no, no,
owing
no, no,
people,
no.
I'm
bro.
like, that shit
No,
don't
no,
sound
no.
like nothing new.
Okay.
Nah, bro, I'm good for it. Just front me, bro. I promise, bro.
I got you, bro.
I promise. Let me hold $1
That's
real
fucking
quick.
change.
Okay, so wait, 26.
So yeah, no, like, do you want us to get even more into that? Is like that? It's like
I don't think
people versus the economy.
You raise a good point just because it's clear at this point, and not to downplay the loss of lives, but it's clear at this point that not that many people are dying from coronavirus as time goes on, as opposed to
exactly,
the considerable effect this is having on our economy. That's a good point to make. It's like what more do we really stand to gain from remaining under quarantine versus what the fuck we have to lose?
Exactly.
Because the rest of the world,
the
I don't
only
wanna say
reason
the
we
rest,
did
but
we did
parts
all
of
the
the world are
quarantine was
reopening.
the only reason we did all the quarantine was to lighten the burden on the hospital system.
And the hospitals seem
as far as
They
I'm
seem
They,
straight,
they got their mat. Look, because remember we were hearing about this company commits to masks. This company commits to making ventilators.
Mm-hmm.
Those shits are made. Like the hospital workers have stopped complaining. If you've noticed,
Actually, we've been hearing complaints about like with the second wave. Some places are complaining about like lack of shortages again. And
well, that's I mean, as the waves until there's a vaccine, as the waves come,
how do you guys feel about the vaccine? Just a quick.
doesn't exist.
I just
Does,
I
the
heard-
idea of
did
the
you
vaccine.
Did you see that article? It was like they tried it on a bunch of women or something, and they made them all infertile or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I did
I
not
heard
see anything
something like that.
That
I didn't
sounds
look into it.
Yeah,
that
it said
much,
like
but
61 out of 63 people made them infertile. But
Jesus.
take your risks.
New world order.
Take
Why
your
not?
risks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly
I mean,
with something that's
that's
not as like coronavirus definitely made a splash, but like as a disease, for me personally, as a young person with like a pretty solid immune system, I'm not very phased.
Thank you.
So like getting a vaccine.
Thank you, Dr. Nouveau.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He-
12
he-
years of school really paid off. I get to say that shit with my chest. But like,
I didn't realize we were
I-
doing a podcast with Donald Trump. I didn't realize that was what was happening.
like it's a little thing. It's like a little cough.
It's very
It's
small.
a little cough. Honestly, you sneeze it and you sneeze it right at your body.
Yeah. So, what the fuck was next?
Social media activism.
Social media. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna save that clip of the audio as like you know how you had the air horns. That's gonna be like so what the fuck is next?
we have the trigger buttons. We
Yo,
can do that.
yo, that's
We
gonna be
have the
fucking.
trigger buttons.
All right, next.
Yo.
So what the fuck is yo? That is yo. Don't
fucking
sleep.
killing me.
Don't sleep, man.
No,
That's just golden.
Yeah, social media. Next was
social media.
activism.
Yeah. That's also another thing that's gonna cause spikes. Although, like if I remember correctly, there was a thing that I heard saying if you went to a protest, don't tell the people if you go to like a hospital and get tested and come out positive. Well, like that's like further down. But if you go to a hospital and get tested, don't tell them you're at a protest because then like there's some policy shit that where like they can refuse care because you were so reckless to go to a protest when it's like you have the social distancing orders.
No,
But-
just be like, I was at Walmart.
Nah,
nigga.
the only thing
I was at Walmart.
Yeah, just
one
don't,
of
like,
the
yeah,
things
don't-
I wanted to bring up as far as social media activism is those people that use it for clout. That gets under
Just
my
fucking-
skin.
Well,
appearances.
If I had seen you with a damn picture of you at a protest, like, and you used it as some type of Instagram post or whatever, like,
which I have seen from my from people I follow.
on your
I had-
as like a whole post or like a
As
story.
a whole post is them posing with a sign or them posing in a group of people with their fist up or something. And I understand the idea of like raising awareness for the protests and everything, but it's just like, damn, nigga, like, how did you get that angle? That's
you know, there was some type of production in that picture,
like,
bro.
Ask them niggas to stand like that, because the way the crowd opened, like, if this was really unplanned, photographer, like, give him a raise, because
Nah, that's just him and his flash mob,
bro. I'm something, dog. But yeah, I feel like using it for clout is just something in general that's just using any sort of wokeness is a whole platform in and of itself.
Yes.
So there are people who do the wokeness in spirituality. There are people who do the wokeness in just Afrocentrism and just promoting all things black, not even in the context of Black Lives Matter necessarily, who realize, oh, this is a platform. The same way women realize they can get a platform off of doing hair care routines and shit. There will always be.
So you think there are people that do it subconsciously?
No, I think there are people who do it intentionally.
Yeah, it's like going into a market.
It always starts out with good spirits. Like when a movement or something is first starting, it's always
Black Girl Magic.
Yeah, it's always people who have good intentions at the beginning, and I don't want to discredit those people, but there are other people who look at it and they view it as a quick come up, which is. It's literally like just any industry. There's not something you can point to where people are doing it for a come up.
When a movement like that gains traction, I don't think people do it as a come up. I think they do it to just rush into inclusivity. I don't know if I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
It's not like as a manic of a feeling as trying to get a come up. It's like just like, oh, this is happening, and I guess I identify with it and fuck with it, so I'm gonna be a part of it.
But that's from someone who wasn't trying or didn't reach that big level of success. We're talking about like you leveraging a whole platform off of this, that once it's over, you have 10,000, let's say, followers who are committed to the brand that you built off of that you can now begin to transition into something else.
I feel that.
Anytime anything becomes big, you have an opportunity to steal some of the bigness, the virality of that moment.
It really doesn't even have to be that big for me. It could just be so far as like you just wanting some type of acceptance, like, you know what I mean,
some
like
attention.
Yeah, like exactly,
like fall in line.
Yeah, basically, like if you're doing that consciously, I feel like I just can't.
You know, and it's from a personal level. It's like, yeah, you want people to be in it for the right reasons,
genuine cause.
But from the outside, that post has the same effect as someone who doesn't have those ulterior motives. It's just like when they do. Yeah. It's like tax breaks for charity donations. It's you want people to do charitable actions out of the goodness of their heart. But for the people,
like a financial tactic.
For the people who the charitable actions are helping, it makes no difference. If I'm donating cans, it makes no difference whether I'm getting a tax break for the people eating the food. You feel me?
If we're talking about social media activism, I want to draw that's not even a parallel. It's more like an intersection. The latest trend with that category of social media activism with the Black Square, the Blackout Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not even gonna
How did you feel about that?
That shit was annoying. That shit was really annoying. My feed used to be like protest dates, like infographics, like all like I used to get informed. Like
it had a message behind it.
Anytime you look at my story nowadays, it's like some black shit. I don't know how to some black empowerment or like exposing whatever. And that day, literally.
It
nothing,
all came to a stop.
Nothing.
And it was just black.
Blind. I honestly feel like people participated in that in such a wave that everyone felt like they could just check something off the list and feel like they did.
Okay.
I 100% agree because
you don't have to add me now, but like I did it. but
nah, he was in the gym. He was shooting in the gym.
Yeah,
not you.
Bro. It's like I'll look at someone's profile because I mean that whole thing happened and I wasn't on Instagram that was like in the middle of the 2 weeks that I just decided I was going to be off of Instagram for. So now that I'm back on, when I look at I'll see a post from someone, I go to their profile to check like, oh, what have you been posting? And I see the black square. And for so many people, it's just so out of context.
Out of place.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
For like just who they are as people. And it's
I don't okay, explain, like go more in detail because you can't just be like, oh, he's racist, he shouldn't be posting.
No. It's just like they wouldn't post an infographic or anything else.
It wouldn't go in their
But,
story.
Like they wouldn't post that, but they did post the black square. It just I'm not saying they're full of shit. It just
That's what it comes down to.
No. That's not what I'm saying because I can't be sure. It just drew a slight question mark for me. That's all. And it's such a low.
The
level,
lowest bar.
Low
the
bar
lowest bar.
to jump. You'd have to like fucking be digging a tunnel to
Literally,
not get
like,
over that bar. And boom, now you're an ally. I don't want to like just like shit on the idea of it because I think it was a cool idea of solidarity, but it's just something that I had to take with a grain of salt.
Honestly.
And how much did that
do?
How much did that square? Like you just said, it took away from all these infographics that were sharing information. And it's not like it was a square that said arrest Breonna Taylor's murderers.
Okay.
Nope. It was a black
square.
A black square.
Okay.
It's honestly even a tactic that people use like to counter protest, to like flood their information system with nothing, which we did that for free ourselves.
Now that you think about it, bro, it's like you said when your Instagram was nothing. It's literally nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
But
nothing.
When you think about just it's literally
something like this happened before too. Remember Sudan?
Yeah.
When everyone's profile pictures went blue. That brought awareness because that was something that people didn't know about. And if you like saw it on Instagram, you're like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? There was infographics,
right.
But there wasn't any like. Actually, I don't know for sure, but protests weren't that prominent as they are now.
But also, that wasn't taking the place of where an infographic or something else would be. It was a profile picture.
It kind of did a little bit more harm than it did.
I'm not gonna say it did harm.
It still gave people the same like checklist. Like, all right, cool. I changed my profile to blue, so when people see me, they'll see I'm just signal boosting Yemen. I'm not. Yemen. Whoops. I'm so focused on Yemen right now.
No, you're good.
Sudan.
I feel it.
Sudan. It's like
I'm
fucking lazy, man.
I'm not. It's weird because I'm not against those, but I wouldn't do it. I don't know if I would have posted the black square if
I didn't want to post the black square.
All right, bro. I'm gonna delete my shit, dog. You're not gonna say much more now, bro. Fuck,
what I'm trying to get at is that it's
you're making me feel basic as shit right now.
It's such
dog.
a nuanced thing. I can't just condemn it, but I also can't say this is a great thing that happened. I can't be like this was pointless and meaningless and terrible and everyone who did it. No, I can't say that, but I also can't be like this was
And who the fuck was it talking to? The people who are on social media already know what's happening. Social media's already been flooded with all of this. Protest, news was already flooded. People who aren't on social media already knew about this. So what the honestly, it was like 3 steps backwards, bro.
You do think
I genuinely think it's steps backwards. Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
It was.
In the long run, I don't think it had a significant effect.
No, honestly, it was just that day.
In fact, I saw people. Run, I think it does, because like.
No, I think it was just that day, bro.
Before people even became faced with the option of posting a square or not, they had to consider whether they wanted to go to a protest or not, whether they wanted to sign petitions or not, donate or not. But after getting that, from getting that post,
yeah. Damn, that's how bad it is that they just feel like they could just post a black square.
Yeah, because I seen like there's this dude who I'll like sometimes like play a game with, and something happened. We got each other's Instagram. His page is just him, just whatever, daily life, whatever. I checked back on him to like ask him to join, and the last post I see is a black square. The dude has like so out of place, no context at all. I don't like look at his stories, but I can promise you there probably wouldn't be anything of the sort. But guess what? He joined in with a black square.
Yeah.
I'm sure where he is, there's protests.
It's just a little ambiguous, and I can't really, I can't go one way or the other on it.
Yeah, I'm not like.
But okay, that was like really specifically the black square, but social media activism in general. It depends how you define social media activism. I think you can look at the black square and say you can view social media activism as activism that exists only on social media, and you can view that see, all of this is like nuance because you can view that as bad, but also if it's infographics and
It's raising awareness.
it's raising awareness in a very helpful way. But also you can,
If the awareness doesn't turn to action, then it's meaningless.
Yeah, no,
You know
it's
what I mean?
it's called
Like-
activism for a reason.
Yeah, but social media is a big ass prefix.
and it's,
Okay.
it's a big
Okay.
it's a
You're
big
right, you're
platform,
right.
and I don't want to act like activism on social media is pointless because Egypt organized a whole ass revolution and carried it out on fucking Twitter. That's legendary, bro.
That is.
And Twitter was just like shit.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas did that.
I mean,
You know?
Twitter can do shit. I mean, they're
Nah, they could.
Yeah,
not really.
They
not-
couldn't.
not-
It didn't
no.
violate anything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Egyptian government could have like done some shit though, but I don't really know about that.
not on Twitter. It's
Not on Twitter,
emergency.
but just in general, like censorship. I don't know.
Nigga,
I actually don't know.
They tried.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, shit, don't overthrow us. They were just like, oh, I guess they're overthrowing. No, they were like, shit, man, can y'all not?
That
Nigga?
discussion's getting kind of heated. What y'all talking about over there?
Right. This nigga talking about meeting up. Hold up. What y'all got going
Yo,
on?
honestly, Twitter is like the scariest place.
Twitter
is
Yeah,
yo, a coin, bro.
Yo,
Twitter
say
is
something
best
wrong
and
to the wrong
worst.
person.
It will get you
Say something
fired.
wrong to the wrong. Something bad about the wrong, like the wrong. Your address getting put up.
Yeah.
Your shoe size
Bro,
getting put up.
The thing I hate about Twitter is you'll see a post very strongly expressing an opinion go viral. And you're like, damn, I guess everyone feels this way. Give it 3 days, and a post stating the exact opposite opinion goes just as viral. And you're like, how the I thought I understood things.
Yeah, there's always gonna be like the fucking nemesis to those
Bro,
ideas.
it's just a fucking pendulum, and I don't know, everyone just has such strong opinions about fucking everything.
And sometimes the things you see on Twitter aren't even the people that share it that like expose it to you.
Yeah.
Their opinions. Like
Yeah.
like I can just
It's
yeah.
weird. It's weird.
Twitter is a
it's
clusterfuck,
social
but it's
media
great.
in and of itself is just a fucking weird.
Yeah,
place.
it's weird when I see people like actively engage, like commit to like social media. Like people share their lives on there since whatever Instagram. People post their meals, people post whatever. But like going on your story and like talking and like not even expecting like a conversation, but just like sharing your daily activities. It's like, yo,
Sitting on the toilet.
sitting on the.
What's up, guys? Just woke up. I went to brush my teeth, but I noticed my toothbrush was missing. So I'm driving. I'm actually driving to Walgreens to get a new toothbrush. Yeah, weird. I know, right?
That's so weird.
But I don't know. There are definitely ways to share personal parts of your life, like the random little moments of your life, without being obnoxious or like lame. It's just this weird. I don't know. For some people it works, and for some people it doesn't. Isn't that just a general rule of fucking?
Yeah, that's
everything?
true.
Like if I had Chris's haircut, bad. But Chris is great. Like there's just.
Oof,
That's
man, I
just-
thought you were gonna go like you thought you were gonna be nice there for a second, but that
I did. I was
He
nice.
said-
I said if I
he
had
said bad. He said
if
bad,
I
like
had your haircut
Michael Jackson
on
bad.
me. No,
Oh.
if I
Michael Jackson bad.
no, if I had
No.
your, if
Oh,
if,
no, that's
bro,
all right. I'm out.
bro. Look, if I had your haircut, I would look like shit. But you have your haircut and you look incredible.
that makes me feel so much better about my haircut.
Yeah, no, this
Bro,
shit would
it's-
not
it's-
work on him.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah.
I actually think you'd look good with a comb over, but
Jesus.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
would
kidding.
I would just put you out your misery. I'd be like, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, just like, I put the cover over his eyes and be like, look,
Bro, the-
look out into the lake, brother.
The fact that you specified comb over, like, not even like a shortcut, a comb over, bro.
Like,
Okay, you don't gotta downplay it that hard. Comb over.
you got fired at your corporate job. Come over.
Jesus. Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Are we? Let's do our fucking break topic and.
So what the fuck is next?
Oh, let's go.